Hello Flosstube and welcome to my first Flosstube video. It's the 11th of April 2020 and the time is 11:30 in the morning. My name is Laurel and as my channel name suggests, I am the Worldwide Stitcher. Why the Worldwide Stitcher? So, it's a bit of a story. I've been watching Flosstube for many years. Absolutely love watching your videos, your haul videos, your stitch with me's, everything. And my boyfriend was like, why don't you give that a try? And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try, but I need a name. Like, I need a name. And he said, why not link it in with your job? Because you need a USP. You need something that's unique to you. So therefore, the Worldwide Stitcher, she was born. So as you can tell from my accent, I am from the United Kingdom. I live near London, but originally I'm from the south, which I've decided to do the get to know your needleworker tag at the end of the video, so more of that when we get there. First of all, let's talk about whips. So I have 3 whips with me currently, and I'm going to start by showing you my newest whip. She is a Heaven and Earth design. I say she like she's a person. She is a Heaven and Earth design. She is stitched 1/1 full cross on 25 count easy guide. And she is Mini Crazy Cat Chloe. And here she is. This is what she's going to look like when she's finished. She is beautiful. Absolutely love her. Cannot wait to finish her and hang her on my wall. I don't currently have any cross stitches hanging on my wall, so it'll be really nice to start with her. And here is my progress on her. I got her in February, so actually, I don't think that's bad going. She has also been quite well travelled. She has been to Singapore, and she has been to Sydney, and she has been to America with me. So there she is. I've got my needle minder, which is a little Marie from the Aristocats. I did start by using the parking method on her, but then I stitched all the threads in and now I don't really know what to do. I'm sort of stitching whatever I want, so it's a bit all over the show. So the back looks absolutely atrocious, so there'll be no backs on this, people. No backs. So moving on, my second whip is another Heaven and Earth design. It is again stitched 1/1 full cross on 25 count easy guides. Here she is, what she's going to look like. This is Tarot, Queen of Cups. She is huge compared to Chloe. She's huge. I picked her out of all the Heaven and Earth charts. I mean, there's so many. Like, how do you pick? But I picked her because my other interest is tarot. And I have a real interest in tarot. And I picked her because being a Cancerian, my significator is the Queen of Cups. So obviously, why not pick your significator? No? So here is my progress on her. She is over a year old. So I do feel like I should have made more progress. But that's where we are. I got a bit bored of Sky, so I ended up just working my way down, stitching her. And I think she's beautiful, like, I really do. I really love her. The colours are just amazing. But she's huge. I don't even know if you can see the whole fabric. But she is one big lady. She is one big lady. And she is another one that in time I want to hang in my house. And I also bought the Tarot King of Pentacles. I don't have a photo to show you, but it's another Heaven and Earth design, and it's my boyfriend's significator. My boyfriend is a Taurian star sign, and I bought him as his one as well because I thought in time stitch them both, hang them side by side. But I mean, if that's taken me a year, like, that's going to be a long time. Like, that's long. So we'll see about that. Long-term goals, long-term goals. So lastly, I have a Mirabilia. Roses of Provence. She was a Christmas present from my boyfriend. I am stitching her 2/1 on 32 count linen. It's my first time stitching on linen, and it's my first time stitching on 32 count. I have to say, I'm finding it easier than I thought I was going to. However, it does come with its challenges. So here is a picture of what she is going to look like when she's finished. Isn't she just beautiful? Like, she is, the colours on her are just amazing. The pictures for these, just, they don't do them justice. And I know everyone says it, but they really don't. Oh my god, my nails are awful. I do apologise, guys. And here is my progress on her. It's not a big progress, but I'm pleased with it. Today it's my first time working on linen. I'm quite pleased with that. The colours in her are just amazing. And my needle minder is a little Hello Kitty needle minder. And she's going to be quite big as well. Like, doesn't seem that I like little projects. But that's not a bad thing. Plenty to keep me occupied. So I'm really enjoying stitching on her. It would be nice to stitch something other than dress. But looking at the picture, there's a lot of dress. And that brings me on to the skin. Now, I know I'm nowhere near any sort of skin, any sort of face. I don't know whether to do it 1/1. Is that a bit too ambitious for your first Mirabilia? What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. And do you think it's too ambitious to stitch skin 1/1 for your first Mirabilia? Or do you think I'm better off sticking with the whole thing 2/1? I don't know. Help! So, as I said, that's 3 whips. I do have a lot more whips. I mean, by a lot more, we mean a lot more. But due to the current worldwide situation, I'm currently in lockdown at my boyfriend's parents, and all of my whips are at my parents' house. We came visiting here. We obviously didn't know the situation was going to escalate, and I didn't bring all my whips with me. So, I mean, I don't normally travel with all my whips. So, hey ho. So hopefully that does mean that those 3 whips are going to get a lot of love. Who knows? So besides my whips, I also have 2 Dimensions Gold Collection Christmas stockings. I have never stitched a Dimensions Gold collection, let alone a stocking. Here they are now. Never stitched them. They're brand new. They're still in the packaging, so I do apologise. Got this one, which is Santa with a snowman and a bag of presents. I think it's just lovely. It's called Holiday Glow. I just think that's so lovely. And then I've also got Snowman and Friends. Let's see, it's a snowman with lots of little cute animals. So I've got these, and these were here at my boyfriend's parents anyway. I must have left them from a previous visit. So I don't know whether to start one of these. I mean, they are calling to me. But I don't know. Maybe I should. Because I thought they'd be quite nice. One for each me and my boyfriend for Christmas. Obviously not Christmas 2020 because, as we've seen, I'm not a fast stitcher. So we're probably thinking more Christmas 2025 or something like that. Because I get distracted and then I start new things and then, yeah. I don't finish very much, as you'll probably see as the videos go on. So that's it for my whips, but I have had some haul. So I thought I'd add that into my video. As this is my first video, I thought, why not do a bit of everything? Mix it up a little bit. So my first bit of haul was from Lakeside Needlecraft. It was a piece of 25 count easy guide, just the standard 10 by 10 squares, It's a piece that is 70 by 100 centimetres. Part of this fabric I have already assigned to a project, which we'll talk about in a little while. But it's always good to have extra in your stash. Like, you never know when you're going to need it. You never know when that situation might arise. Sticking with fabric, I also got some 18 count Ada from Chromatic Alchemy. It is hand dyed, but I can't remember what colour it is. On the little label that came with it, it says A6. So it's like a grey, blue, green. It's just really lovely. It's actually quite true to life, actually. Yeah, really love that corner. That bottom corner. I think it's really nice. Really lovely. This again has got a project assigned to it. It's going to be a Clouds Factory project. It's a gift for my boyfriend. He knows he's getting it. Yes, it's a Clouds Factory project. It's called Star Trek: The Original Series. I can show you the picture. It is in the pattern is in colour, but my printer printed it in black and white, and I don't know if you can really see it because it's quite small. But yeah, never stitched anything Clouds Factory before, but when I saw this, I was just like, yeah, that's absolutely perfect for him. He'll absolutely love that. And if I'm hanging crazy cat Chloe on the wall, then it's only fair that he gets to hang something on the wall. And at least it's still cross stitch, so it's still decent. Also from Chromatic Alchemy, I bought my first ever beeswax. Never used it before until now, and I actually don't know how I've survived without it until now. I've been stitching on Chloe this week, and I've used it for that, and actually this is game changer for me. It's like one of those, where have you been all my life? Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. So I also took advantage of the Heaven and Earth Design sale, which I know was last week, but this is my first Flosstube video, so I thought I could just add it into my haul. I bought 4 charts in the sale. 3 of them, no idea when they're going to get started. I bought them because I just love them. One of them is going to be started, and that's the one that's going to be using some of that Easy Glide fabric. It's going to be started as soon as the threads arrive, which they're going to be dispatched next week. So hopefully, not too long. And that one, the one that I'm going to start, she is called Alternative Reality, and she's by Josephine Moore. And that's what she's going to look like when she is stitched. I love this. I love the fact that there's the Victorian scene, that she's stepping out of a mirror like Alice in Wonderland. I just think it's lovely. I just think it's amazing, and I'm not stitching anything like that. The colours are just amazing. I just think it's amazing. So I can't actually wait for the threads to come for that, so I can make a start on that. Because I mean, I need another Heaven and Earth design, right? 2's not enough. Need more. Always need more. The second one I bought was Alice Enchanted by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. No idea when I'm going to start her, but she is just stunning. Simply stunning. Those eyes, I mean, she's just beautiful. She is just so lovely. So beautiful. Then there was World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, which my boyfriend thought was actually quite apt, being Worldwide Stitcher. He was like, why do you not already own that? And I was like, I don't know. So, yeah, Worldwide. Oh, I'm sorry about the crack in my phone, guys. Do apologise about that. Luckily, it's just the protective screen and not the actual phone. And lastly, I bought Welcome to Our House. Another Heaven and Earth design. 2 little cats saying welcome. Now, logic would dictate that I should be starting that one, really, as me and my boyfriend have just bought our first house. But Alternative Reality is calling to me more. So Alternative Reality, she won. But who knows? I mean, I've got a lot of time on my hands right now, so I may end up starting that one as well. Who knows? Got the fabric, so that's all my haul. I do have 2 outstanding hauls, which, providing they're here in time, I will show when I do my next video. One of them is a Q-snap, an 8x8 Q-snap, and a Lizzie Kate pattern and the threads and the fabric. And the other one is, like I said, the threads for alternative reality. So if they are here by the time I do my next Flosstube video, then of course I will show them in the haul segment. As I said at the beginning of my video, I said I would do the Get to Know Your Needlework tag by Whimsy Daisical. It gives you an opportunity to find out a bit more about me. So here goes. Question 1, where do you live? So I currently live near London with my boyfriend. We live in his apartment, but that will be changing come hopefully October, fingers crossed, as we've just bought our first house. We bought a new build house. Should have been completed in September, October, but obviously with everything that's going on currently, it's been delayed until October. So not too bad, it's only a month. So yeah, that's exciting. So the house we bought, it's in Norwich, and Norwich is a lovely place. It is a city, but it's so clean, it's so green, and it's just such a lovely place. The people are lovely, the shopping is amazing. As yet, I haven't found any local cross stitch shops. So apart from Hobbycraft, there's a Hobbycraft here, but no little, independent cross stitch shops. But plenty of time to do research. I've got 6 months, so, and also plenty of time to go house shopping, because who doesn't like a nice furnished home? I mean, the longer this takes, the more money I get to spend. Question 2, what do you do for a living? So for a living, I work as a flight attendant for a UK airline. I've been flying for 10 years, ever since I left school. Well, I went to college and uni and everything like that. But yes, flying for 10 years. I've been with my current employer for 6 years. I was with another company for 4 years before that, but I absolutely love my job. I have seen some amazing places. I've been in Sydney for New Year. I've been in San Diego for 4th of July. I've got to experience such amazing things, meet such amazing people, local cultures. It's just been amazing. Like, I've been to Cairo, been to the pyramids, Dubai. Amazing. Like, I am so grateful for my job and for the experiences that it's given me, because I never thought that I would go to, for example, I never thought I'd go to South Africa, but I fell in love with it, and it's just amazing. Like, and yeah, I've met the most amazing people. I met my other half flying, so he does the same job as me. So if I didn't have my job, then I wouldn't have met him. So yeah, a lot to be thankful for in that job. Question 3, do you have any children? I don't have any children, but definitely the future, definitely. Hopefully when we've got our house and we're all settled, not rolling children out. So yeah, future plans again. Question 4, do you have any pets? I have 2 cats. They live at my parents' house. They're called Dottie and Twilight. Dottie is a little black and white cat, and Twilight is all black, although go up close to her and she's more chocolate brown. We've had them since they were 8 weeks old. Had them from kittens. They're both rescue cats, and they're nearly 9 now, so they are getting a bit older. They are sisters, but they do hate each other, so they do stay out of each other's way, which is probably best. Or else there's a lot of hissing and spitting going on. So, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty chilled out cats. Very loving. So that's really nice. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? I love anything arty and crafty. I can draw. It's probably not my best, but I can draw. Paint by numbers. Love it. Love that. I really enjoy knitting and crocheting. Currently, I'm more into doing my cross stitch than I am into doing my knitting and my crochet. Don't know if that's something to do with the weather. I do tend to knit and crochet more in the winter. Not too sure. It's quite sunny now, so cross stitch is definitely taken over. I love to read. I love books about World War II, like factual books or Anne Frank's diary, or just things I like learning. Like learning, so I do like non-fiction books. Leslie Pierce, she's a favourite author of mine. Read her books, reread her books. Probably the favourite from her is called Belle, set in the early 1900s. Great book, great story, amazing. And then obviously I also like Nicholas Sparks, the likes of The Notebook, things like that. Amazing, really, really good stories. And my last hobbies would probably be tarot, as I already mentioned. Really love tarot. Sorry, really bad itch. Really love tarot. I've got my own tarot cards, got my own oracle cards, different sets of tarot cards. I mean, if you guys are interested in tarot, I can always show you my tarot cards later date, or my oracle cards. Really into spiritual things, meditation. That's really helping. Like the current climate, obviously things are very uncertain. I just find meditation really calming, really soothing. And I'm starting to do a bit of work with crystals, working with crystals, finding out about chakras, things like that, runes. So really interested in that, which is it's actually really interesting, really, really interesting. Something a bit different. What is your favorite? Question 3. Sorry. What is your favorite movie? I have a few because I couldn't just pick one. Like my reading, I like a wide range of movies. Harry Potter is definitely up there. Harry Potter years 1 to 8. Love it. Love a bit of Harry Potter. I wish my school was like Hogwarts, but it wasn't really. It was a bit rubbish. But yes, love Harry Potter. Gotta say, did prefer the books, but I think that's because you can use your own imagination. Did enjoy the films, don't get me wrong, the films were great, but the books definitely for me were better. If that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Really like Grease. Obviously great. What can I say? It's kind of iconic film. Like, wasn't a fan of Grease 2. I have watched Grease 2. I've got it on old videotape actually. Wasn't a fan. I did watch it twice just to see, give it another chance, but I wasn't a fan. Dirty Dancing, again, iconic. I've watched Dirty Dancing 2 once. I wasn't a fan of that either. I kind of go with the if it's not broke, like, don't fix it approach. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion, obviously. Some people might really like them, in which case, that's great. Ghost, I mean, tears are streaming out of my face. But an amazing film. Absolutely amazing. Amazing film. Amazing music as well. Very good. And then bringing it on to anything Disney. I love to sit with a Disney film on, stitching. You can just have it on in the background. It's feel good. You know what's going to happen. It's just the music, the animation. I just think they're so happy. So happy, feel good films. They're easy watching, family friendly. But I have to say, personally, I am more of a fan of original Disney, like the original cartoons. The live action's great, but for me, it's always going to be original Disney. So my favourite Disney film is Beauty and the Beast. Without a doubt, it wins hands down. Thinking on it, I don't actually have a Beauty and the Beast cross stitch. If you guys have got any good Beauty and the Beast cross stitches or any good cross stitch ideas, pop them in the box below. That's bad. Favourite film? I haven't even got a cross stitch for it. That needs sorting. Question 7. What is your favourite TV show? So, like my books, I have an interest, like I said, I have an interest in World War II. So factual books about World War II, and also ancient Egypt. Really like documentaries about ancient Egypt. I've learned a lot. Things I can learn. I do love to learn. I'm like a sponge. I like to absorb information. I do like to learn. And obviously the ancient Egyptians were fascinating in what they did, and just learning about how they did, building pyramids. I mean, come on, amazing. So that's really fascinating. And obviously the mummies and the tombs, amazing. I do like some light-hearted TV as well. Really like the Grand Tour. I do like cars, not as much as my other half, but I do have an interest in cars, and I can kind of understand how cars work, and I do appreciate nice cars. I can appreciate a nice car. Do like Top Gear, but unfortunately I am a Clarkson, Hammond and May girl. The new series is good with Paddy McGuinness, but yeah, for me, it's got to be the original 3. Got to be. Yeah. I mean, I've seen the original. I've seen the new Top Gear being filmed, which was quite good. Which was really cool, actually. But still, the original 3. Still the original 3. Question 9. What is your favourite music? So, I don't have a specific music genre that I go to. If we're in the car together, it's going to be something dance, 70s or 80s dance music. Some of that's okay. Some of it's a bit no. So yeah, my taste is very varied. Anything from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s to today. On my playlist currently, I've got Queen's Greatest Hits. Love a bit of Queen. Never gets old. It's timeless. Yeah. Who doesn't love a bit of Queen? Which actually leads me into say, Bohemian Rhapsody as a film, yes. I cried. In fact, I think every time I've watched that film, I've cried. Yeah. Sorry guys, just had to add that bit in. Question 10. What one word best describes you? I struggled with this, and you guys are probably sitting there thinking, Laurel, it's obvious. So I asked my boyfriend, and he said bubbly, which is actually quite nice. Like, I'll take bubbly, but I was thinking more chatty. I love to chat. I can just talk. I love socialising. I just love it. I mean, I've just talked for 28 minutes straight about waffle. So I think, yeah, chatty or bubbly. So yeah, as I said, I've talked for 28 minutes now. That's probably enough from me, as this is only Flosstube number 1. I hope you've enjoyed my first video. I thoroughly enjoyed making my video. If you did like the video, if you'd like to like it, and maybe subscribe. I mean, you don't have to, but the button's there. So all that's left for me to say now is stay safe, everyone. If you do celebrate Easter, have a really, really happy Easter. Enjoy your Easter eggs. Enjoy the chocolate. In the UK, enjoy the sunshine. And obviously around the world, if it's sunny where you are, enjoy the sunshine, guys. So much love, guys.